first, the Bachelor of Education in Chinese History. Yeah? And you already see here the icons that we have collected here on the slide. Yeah, so a program that gives you the possibility to also study a second major or a minor. Also a program that provides you with the qualified teaching status in Hong Kong, 5 years, 156 CPS. And also very important, we have this field experience in our program. So 2 times during your 5 years, you go to secondary schools to have your teaching practice. This program aims to cultivate students with professional ethics, creativity, lively teaching abilities, and a global perspective for teaching the subject of Chinese history in secondary schools. Here you have an overview of the components of this program. Yeah, so you have the major, so 39 credit points in your major in Chinese history courses, then courses in education studies where you learn how to teach in the classroom. You have electives, yeah, where you can also do your second major or minor. There is a final year project. There is a language enhancement component. There is general education, which allows you to just broaden your horizon. And then also very important, this field experience, teaching practice component. So these are all the major courses that you will have to take during your 5 years, so the Chinese history major courses, starting with the pre-Qin and Qin dynasty, basically until the 20th and 21st century, and there are also courses on historiography, how to do research, and such things. And then there are also the pedagogy for major courses. So pedagogy courses where you really learn how to become a very proficient Chinese history teacher. So these were the major Chinese history courses. Then there are also a range of electives. So these are Chinese history, general history courses, that still allow you to also learn about history in other countries or about more specific topics, like, for example, women in China. Here are still some program features. So we focus on Chinese history without neglecting world history. So you will learn about China in a global context. We use Chinese dynastic history as our foundation, supplemented with topical courses such as cultural history, intellectual history, social history, and area studies. So we really have this chronological flow, so from ancient times to the present day, but also with specialized topics. And then, following the Chinese historical tradition, we combine Chinese history and Chinese historical geography. Also, historical geography is also there. And we integrate transmitted texts, paleographical sources, archaeological data, and field research in studying Chinese history. So we will, when you have your Chinese history courses, so you will study ancient, classical texts, but also, so based on old findings, documents, and so on. So again, now on the B.Ed in history, so basically the world history program. In this program, we don't have an admission in 2021, but we will probably have an admission next year in 2022. So this is an overview of the program structure of the history program. Again, a strong major component, yeah, with history courses, an educational studies component, and also the electives, the field experience, general education, language enhancement, and at the end, the final year project. This is an overview of all the history courses that we have in the B.Ed history program. So also starting with foundations, so kind of an overview of world history, and then different domains that reflect the domains also in the secondary curriculum: history of modern Hong Kong, history of modern China, history of Asia, conflict and peace in the 20th century, international cooperation. The electives, can also be taken by our history students, so for example, history of modern France, women in China, history of Taiwan. So we have a quite broad offer of elective courses. In year 3 and in year 5, our students go to the local secondary schools to get their teaching practice. And also for the history students, we have a lot of different activities: field trips, guided visits to museums, internship experiences in archives and museums, seminar series. So it's always also very fun to have these activities.